A very warm welcome to all the new subscribers and lots of love and regards, as always, to all the existing ones. I hope everyone is doing well. And in this audio message, I'm going to be discussing about two main points that are related to the Mars retrograde and also the overall energies for the masculine twins, because certain messages are coming across in a major way from the masculine twin flame collective, and I will also be doing a channeled message in a separate message, but this one is primarily on two main issues, which is the Mars retrograde and the overall energies. Because one thing that is undoubtedly clear is that there is intense love that the masculine twins are feeling for their feminine, but there is also intense difficult emotions and uncomfortable emotions that are too much to handle at this point in time. And therefore, there is like a major conflict going on at this point in time between the mind and the heart, and how to find that inner balance. And therefore, it would be a good idea for the feminine twins to get a perspective so that they can also, in turn, take it easy and be kind to your own self and also understand the perspective of your masculine twin. Now, I didn't realize that Mars is in retrograde, and no wonder I saw so much fire energy in my last reading, and I completely forgot that it is because of the Mars retrograde. Now, planet Mars represents the fire element, or the masculine energy of fire, creativity, passion, sexuality, charging towards our goals and getting things done, so very, very strong masculine energy. But when a planet goes retrograde, it is likely for things to come to a standstill, and then there are delays and frustrations. And therefore, don't be surprised if the next 2 weeks end up making you feel triggered, angry, or frustrated. A lot of you at this time might be feeling the heat of this retrograde, and your strategy for the next 3 weeks should be to not engage in any kind of conflicts or arguments with anyone, not push your twin or force them for any kind of commitment, because if you do that, it's going to majorly backfire. And a very wise thing to do right now would be to just leave your twin alone. Understand, not from a place of resentment or because you're forced to do that, but truly be compassionate and understand that the energies are truly very intense, especially for the masculine twin flames who are dealing with a lot right now. Because, despite the extreme love that your twin feels for you, their energies at the moment are all over the place. There's too much going on in their life, and some of them may have actually willingly pushed you away because they know that if they don't do that, then things between you and them can actually get out of hand, and sometimes might even lead to ugly arguments, which they clearly don't want. So, it's like they don't want to hurt you, but at the same time, it's important to set a boundary. And therefore, they're in a place where they're wanting peace and some alone time to process not just their intense emotions and feelings of love, but also learn how to cope with the shake-ups and tower moments that this retrograde might be bringing their way. This is because I see a lot of masculine twins who have been running for the longest time, running away from their emotions, running away from facing themselves. But the more they are realizing now that the more they push this connection away, the more they push the feminine away, the love only keeps growing stronger. So it's like nudges from the universe and nudges from their higher self that yes, this connection is indeed your true love. It's a deep spiritual bond. And I won't be surprised at all if some of the masculine twins have even seen, or felt some sort of a past life connection with their feminine, either in the dream state or no matter how it was revealed to them. And the overall energy of the hanged man suggests a need, therefore, to back off and reflect upon their life. Because if you can see, the best part about the Hangman card is that the man himself has suspended himself, and in that state of suspension, he's getting the enlightenment and the wisdom and the basic knowledge that he gets upon reflection upon himself, his life, the things that have gone wrong, the things that have gone right, and most importantly, a very strong spiritual energy, crown chakra activations, guidance from the universe, from their spirit guides, and therefore a very beautiful energy. But at the same time, the Hanged Man is also a major arcana card, which means that right now is not the best time for making any big moves or jumping into any kind of relationship or business or project. Instead, both twins need to back off a little, give each other space to process the intense love for each other, and also do the healing that's needed on both ends so that you can both come back into a peaceful and grounded state. So please don't have any doubts whether your twin loves you or not. Of course they do. And I also felt an energy of some twins who want to come forward and apologize. I mean, like it was, there are definitely some masculine twins who are eager to communicate with their feminine. They're very excited, and at the same time, they're also very nervous. They want to express their deep love, but I also see that something that they did in the past was extremely hurtful, or some harsh words may have been said. So, the beauty of the physical separation is that it also acts like a training ground for both the twins, because in that absence, they actually get to miss each other and reflect about themselves and their twin, and everything about the connection. And because this is such a deep love, they have no option but to acknowledge it at some point in time. So please note that if you are really a twin flame, then the physical separation is just an illusion, and it is most importantly a blessing in disguise. I also want all twins to understand that the energies of the year as such, 2020, have been so rough in general. So many people have lost jobs, businesses globally have shut down, major setbacks and losses have occurred for so many people across the globe. So please know that you're not alone, and that it is natural to have fears around stability or feeling like you're stuck in a rut, not growing, and that the universe is not supporting you. And there might even come a point wherein you ask yourself that, how am I going to survive and get my needs met? Or how can I survive without a job or in the absence of financial stability? But this is exactly why you and so many of us are put in that situation, not for the sake of punishment, so that you can actually move past that conditioned upbringing that's been carrying on from years, that only when you have a fancy job or only when you have a fancy home, that's when you are validated, otherwise you're useless. So we have to move past, and obviously that does not mean that we don't have to work hard and we have to sit back and chill. I'm certainly not promoting that idea. However, this retrograde and every tower moment that each one of us is facing or will face in future, it's only forcing us to question our limiting beliefs and start living a soul-led life. Listen to our heart's calling, and of course, that can be a terrifying process. I mean, who doesn't want a good life? Who doesn't want a stable life? But in this state of instability is when we end up growing and maturing so much. If everything was served on a platter, you would never know what the beauty of, spirituality and what your own inner wisdom and your own spiritual gifts are, and how strong an individual you are. And most importantly, we twins are the way showers. So it's time now to replace our thoughts and our mindset. Instead of saying, how am I going to survive without money or a job? You have to replace that thought and tell yourself with confidence, with positivity every single day, like affirmations, 5 times, 10 times, or just think positively as you start your day and tell yourself that I am a co creator of abundant flow. I love what I do and I create abundance on a daily basis with my positive mindset, consistent efforts, and inspired action. And when you start thinking this way and speaking this way, and speaking positively, thinking positively, taking action, you will see that maybe better doors open for you, better than even what you thought. But at the moment, the block for the masculine twins is a lack of stability. Now, whether that means lack of monetary stability or lack of emotional stability, but there is definitely a lack of stability, and sometimes in some cases, it is lack of stability in every way: financial, emotional, physical. But what I also see is that on the face of it, the masculine twins might think that, some of the masculine twins might be great manifestors, or they have had a great education, or they might be living in beautiful homes. But inside that house, there is some major mess and a deep pain that's related to their parents. Now, another thing is that the Mars retrograde also relates to family karma, and therefore many of the masculine twins may be struggling hard at this time to forgive their parents, or if they are in an unhappy marriage or have faced certain complex health issues like addictions or anger or depression, PTSD. They're wanting to break free from something, but at the moment they are too conflicted. And as I mentioned in my last audio, there will be a blessing which will manifest for all twins as September comes to an end. So know that even though you may be at the brink of making an important decision or battling your deep emotions, this intense phase won't last long. And when you give yourself some me time, you will be guided to the solutions, right? Masculine twins are certainly aware that their feminine expects a deep commitment. At the moment, however, they are not ready to offer that commitment. And there is a very strong likelihood of, both the twins, if you try to force something, you might end up having a major fight or an argument if you try to force yourself or force a commitment onto your masculine twin. So, because I'm also seeing someone who's very self destructive, who needs to be left alone so that they can really calm down before any kind of commitment can occur. So, this could be you or your twin, but if your twin has withdrawn or asked you to leave them alone, please honor that and know that it's for the best. But most importantly, when you as the feminine say that, how do I heal my twin? When you are saying, how do I heal my twin, it means that you are seeing your twin as someone separate from you, someone outside of you who requires healing and not you, when in fact you are one and the same. So your twin is going to mirror back to you exactly what you need to see and what you need to heal inside of you. And these mirroring effects will keep happening till you don't learn to go within and first find an inner balance and stability in your own life before you can even expect it from your twin. So your question should not be, how do I heal my twin? Your question should be, what can I do to heal myself? And then use the coming months to nurture, to rest, to be easy on yourself and find solutions to the pressing problems in your own life and not what your twin is doing. And this is exactly what the two animal spirit messages are also conveying. It's interesting to note that both the animal spirit, tarantula and the panther, also represent the fire element, pushing all of us to change for the better. Although you may be going through a period of great discomfort or struggle in your life, but this is exactly what is also pushing you to go within, to notice those red flags that you have been avoiding to see, and begin working on what sets your heart and soul on fire. And when I speak of the red flags, the red flags could be anything like someone having extreme anger issues, or being extremely cruel or harsh while arguing, just saying the worst of things when you're angry and then regretting later, or constantly just disappearing without giving any notice. Someone who's very like, secluded, having no friends, being a loner, or someone with parental issues, issues with abandonment or inner child, lack of self love, no self awareness at all, or extremely low self esteem, extreme aggression, wanting to control all the time, and lots of jealousy, someone who lies a lot, or someone trying to literally suffocate you by either displaying too much control or acting unreasonable. So these are traits that are nothing but something that requires major healing, and these are deep seated issues which don't heal in one day or in one week. So if whoever this might be, it could be you, it could be your twin, what you need to understand is that now is the time to face and confront these red flags. That, if you are in a mess, why are you in a mess? And how are you going to come out of that mess? But the greatest thing is that the fire energy or the fire ends up lighting up even the darkest corners. And this is exactly what's happening as far as all twin flames are concerned. So, no matter how much running away or resistance you show, you are going to be pushed to deal with these issues head on. Whether that happens, quickly, or that takes months, but it's happening none the same. And the tarantula animal spirit is begging you literally to drop your ego and come into your heart space. Claim your life purpose. Stop over analyzing or judging yourself so harshly. Instead, do what makes you happy and make peace with that inner child. Because once you begin doing that, you'll get rid of whatever holds you back. And then you'll be ready to claim and create a bright and beautiful future with your feminine. And the magician as the outcome suggests a very positive omen, a brand new beginning, and manifesting all of your heart's desires, provided and only after an inner union is attained. So, the key thing for all twin flames to remember, whether you are the feminine or the masculine, is that how do you feel about yourself? If you are unhappy, if you're dissatisfied, if there is a constant, uncertainty, lack of love, then these are signs that you need to work upon yourself and allow your twin this, the space, and do it from a place of understanding and compassion, because it's never one person's fault. Both have to equally heal. You are them, they are you. And I also see a very spiritual energy around the masculine twins who might, I'm very sure they may have turned to prayers, meditation, healing, or joining some sort of a retreat or a spiritual community to attain a sense of balance. So I cannot do the inner work for you, nor can you heal your twin, because it is your journey, and each twin flame's soul lessons are very different from the other. So stop giving weightage to how much time has passed or why your twin has left you. Instead, ask yourself that what have you done in this time period for your own growth, and how do you feel about yourself? And what actions have you taken in your life to solve your own problems? Because all your twin wants for you is to love yourself, respect yourself for who you are, and see the divinity that they see in you. So stop chasing love and find it inside of you, because that's what the real union is. And beneath everything, there is only love. So that's what this message is all about. And I hope it has benefited someone out there. The masculine twins definitely love their feminine, and they do know that this is a very deep connection. But when two people come together in this beautiful union, the energies are so beautiful, so powerful, that in order to even withstand that kind of love and intensity, both the individuals need to be in a very, very harmoniously balanced state. So focus on your own life and let your twin take their time, because know that when you both will actually come together after all the healing has occurred, it's going to be a beautiful, very beautiful place for both of you. So that's all that I have in this message. And anyone guided to connect with me can stay connected with me either on the Facebook page. If you're guided to get in touch with me for a reading, please visit my website, go through all the terms, and feel free to connect with me. And I thank all those who have taken out their time to listen, and all those of you who send such loving messages and leave such loving comments on my Facebook page and also under each audio message. So thank you very much, guys, and have a wonderful week ahead. And I send you lots of love. Bye.